The Acer Nitro 5 is offered at a variety of prices, starting at $699 and going up to more than $2,000. Our review unit is both budget-friendly and capable of entry-level functionality. A comfortable 1080p gaming experience is provided by its 144Hz refresh rate display, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, and 12th generation Intel Core i5 CPU. Let's start with the design. Nitro 5 is not an attempt by Acer to reinvent the gaming laptop. It's a simple design with a gaming twist, due to an RGB illuminated keyboard with 4 separate zones, red Nitro text, and a pinstripe-like appearance on the lid. The Nitro 5 is dense and quite cumbersome. It weighs 5.51 pounds and has dimensions of 14.19 by 10.67 by 1.06 inches. You'll surely notice when it's in your backpack. 3 of the 4 edges are equipped with ports. On the right side of the Nitro 5 are 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, one of which may charge a device, such as a smartphone, even when the computer is off. On the rear of the Nitro are the charging port, a Thunderbolt 4 USB-C port, and an HDMI 2.1 port. A 3.5mm audio jack, a typical USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, and an RJ45 Ethernet jack are located on the left side. I appreciate the distribution of the ports, as well as the fact that they support a variety of standards and offer many connectivity possibilities. Nevertheless, I wish the Thunderbolt 4 port could be used to power the Nitro 5 for all duties. The 15.6-inch display offers a 1920 by 1080 resolution and 144Hz refresh rate. The bezels surrounding the display are consistent with Nitro 5's overall design philosophy. In other words, they are not skinny. Located above the monitor is a 720p webcam. Below the display is a normal keyboard with a small number pad to the housing's far right. The deck features a medium-sized touchpad positioned left-center. Although basic, the keyboard and touchpad are smooth. Overall, the Nitro 5 resembles any entry-level gaming laptop from the past few years in appearance and construction. The design isn't very unique or remarkable, which isn't always a bad thing. The components that comprise the Nitro 5 are comparable to Acer's design philosophy. They are simple and functional without highlighting any particular characteristic. The Nitro 5 I've been evaluating features an Intel 12th generation Core i5 processor, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, 16GB of memory, and 512GB of SSD storage. The combination of these components creates a respectable entry-level gaming laptop that can play whatever you throw at it. To regularly get 60 frames per second, you must be willing to adjust a game's graphical settings. Throughout my testing, I never perceived the Nitro 5 to be sluggish. I was able to utilize it for normal things like as web browsing in Edge, listening to Spotify, and editing game clips swiftly. The gaming experience was merely average. I observed an average frame rate of 87 frames per second when playing Call of Duty Warzone with all graphical settings at maximum except texture resolution, which was set to normal. I did play a game with all settings on high for a while and noticed a 10 FPS loss on average, with the occasional frame drop owing to excessive VRAM utilization. I was not a huge admirer of the keyboard's short keys for playing video games. For typing, they are adequate. Even though the WASD keys have a white outline to assist you envision where your fingers should reside, I find it too easy to get lost on the keyboard when I'm playing video games. The speakers and display were likewise of acceptable quality. The sound was sufficient for casual gaming without headphones, but as soon as the fans began to spin, it became clear that any games requiring exact sound recognition will also require a great pair of gaming headphones. I found the screen to be sharp for a high-definition monitor, but with limited color saturation. Nitro 5's battery life is a minor point of concern. Acer asserts that battery benchmark tests should achieve between 5 and 7 hours of use, depending on the test. However, after completing PC Mark X's battery test, the Nitro 5's battery lasted 3 hours and 24 minutes before the laptop shut down. A few years ago, I would have told you that a gaming laptop with a battery life of more than 3 hours was outstanding. However, more contemporary gaming laptops I've examined, such as the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, have raised the standard, lasting over 9 hours in the same test. Currently, I'm not too critical of the Nitro 5's battery performance, but eventually a battery life of less than 4 hours will be regarded a severe flaw. Even though the Nitro 5 is an entry-level gaming laptop, Acer did not overburden it with bloatware and pre-installed applications. The standard applications were, of course, present. Apps such as NitroSense for modifying the laptop's cooling system, examining system statistics, and even activating a mode that mandates the system to always use the RTX 3060. NitroSense is also used to adjust the keyboards for zone RGB backlighting. In addition to NitroSense, Acer's own software is installed to check warranty information and maintain the drivers and software on the laptop. NitroSense is quite helpful in managing the system performance, and it's also easy to navigate. And with a dedicated key, launching the NitroSense is just a keystroke away. The Acer Nitro 5 is the standard budget gaming laptop. Its primary advantage is its high performance, but many of its other characteristics, especially the display and battery life, are lackluster. It's difficult to recommend an alternative laptop because you'll ultimately pay more, but if you want a longer battery life, the Asus TUF-F15 costs $1,199 and offers 8+ hours of battery life. Overall, what the Acer Nitro 5 has going for it the most is its superb performance at a budget-friendly price. And that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, consider subscribing. Be sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing and deals on all the products mentioned in this video. And now, you've been tech quadrangled. You're now better informed to buy it right the first time. See you in the next video. Cheers, have a good one.